we are talking about how to be your most creative self using Feng Shui. Well, your creative expression is absolutely everything. It is how you dress in the morning, how you set up your home, how you do your work. We are all creative beings, and it took me a very long time to realize that. In the training and video today, I'm going to go through some aspects that may be overlooked or that you may not have thought of that could be blocking your creativity and your self-expression. And hopefully you'll be ignited with passion and a fire in your belly to start expressing and creating even more. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell and you will get notified when my video is released. I have so much information that I just cannot wait to share with you about Feng Shui and to help really skyrocket your life and your home to next levels that you couldn't even imagine. So for so many years, I did not think I was creative. I grew up in a house where I had a sister who was super artistic, and I just thought, well, she's the artist. I'm just me and I'm not creative. And little did I know that when I really dived into what creativity is, it is literally everything about you. You are, every single one of us is a creative expression of ourselves, and what we wear, how we show up, what we do with ourselves, our work, everything can be creative, and it's such a powerful thing for us to access. Oftentimes we just put it to the side and box it off. So if you want to start to be more creative, the most important thing is to make space for it. So if you haven't seen the video that I did recently around your activating and optimizing your creative space, I would highly recommend that, because it's important to make space for your creativity. You can't just expect yourself to, one day be like, oh, I'm going to be a creative and not have any of the things that you need or the space in your life. So make space. So maybe I just think of one of my clients, Kimberly. Kimberly was like not at all creative when she signed up for our program. She actually wanted a promotion in the university she was working in and some abundance when she joined our program. Creativity was not on her radar. But as she moved around and started implementing the Feng Shui, she actually decided that she was going to clear out this closet, like literally a small closet, and just clear it out and make it a kind of a creative space. Just out of nowhere, she had this, oh, I think I'm going to do this. And she shared with us a few months later the image of this new cleared out space and some of the paintings she'd created. We were absolutely, like, our whole community were like, wow, oh my God, that should be in a gallery. It was absolutely magnificent, the paintings that she was creating. And she had never once painted in her whole life. She just had this kind of inkling and she created the space for it. So she made this space and just got the equipment, and then all of a sudden she's like creating these masterpieces, and we were like really impressed. So that's the first thing I would say to you. The next thing, if you want more creativity, just in, say, for example, in your work, I would recommend actually like clearing your desk, like clearing what's in front of you. We need space mentally to be creative. And I have to just tell you the total truth. My creativity does not happen when I am sitting at my desk, when I am sitting at my computer. My creativity, it happens and the ideas come when I'm out walking, when I'm dancing down the road, when I'm singing, when I'm, in nature, when I'm just like not trying to be creative, but I've given myself personally some space to just be. And that's a really important aspect. So I would definitely recommend to clear some space, like physically in your office, in your workspace, clear some space in your diary just to be. It doesn't have to be, I'm going to sit here and be creative. It's like, I'm going to read a book, or I'm going to just follow the nudges of where you're being brought, and you'll see what unfolds can be totally magical. Honestly, in the last couple of weeks, I've just spent a lot of time out in nature, and that's my favorite place when I'm to be creative, because I just know when I'm moving and I might be listening to music or just being out watching and connected to nature, it really, really, really taps me into something that's so powerful and amazing. And what's beautiful about that is the fact that if we observe nature and the perfect rhythm of nature, it literally is exactly what we are doing in Feng Shui. So I have many videos on Feng Shui and the 5 elements and how Feng Shui works, but literally, I often say to people, I'm like, imagine you're outside on the perfect place in nature that you love, whether it's by a beach or in the fields, and you're like, everything is just, it's just perfect. The sea, if you're thinking of the beach and the waves coming in, it's just this perfect rhythm, and it's all just working coherently together, effortlessly. That is what we do when we Feng Shui homes. That is essentially what the whole idea of Feng Shui is. It's like bringing and making our homes that coherent, balanced nature, that everything is flowing effortlessly, joyously. All aspects, including our creativity, just like what happened to Kimberly. It just was this flow of like, oh, I'm being guided to this, and then that unfolded. Sometimes we may feel a little bit blocked creatively, and my invitation, even if you do have to sit at your desk and work and you're waiting for ideas or looking for things to come in, I would open your windows, like bring fresh air in, open up all the blinds, bring light in, bring fresh air in, bring nature in, get some plants, some flowers, some color, and that will just kind of create and twist and shift your brain to bring in that more creativity. And then I'm going to share one of my last tips for today is fun. And this is the invitation to move or remove 27 things. As I said, when I am getting my creativity on, I'm often moving my body. I love dancing, I love singing, I love just like, I love all kinds of exercise. And once I've done that, then I'm just like, oh, here's an idea. So the idea of the Feng Shui aspect and kind of the mirror of that in Feng Shui is literally going around your house and moving 27 things. So you don't have to move 27 things. It's just a fun number. It's a number auspicious number that we use in Feng Shui. But move, and you'll start to feel a shift. You will be moving your body as you move the things. They will be moving, and you'll see a little shift. So just shake things up a little bit. Again, you can always create some affirmations around creating and expressing yourself for sure, and bring them into your area as well. You may have heard the video I did about your promotion, getting your promotion. There's a affirmation that I used, that I work at a job I truly enjoy doing, working with people I love who love me, expressing my creative talents daily. And then I added getting really well paid for it. So expressing your creative talents daily was just something that I really wanted to do. And, it's so fun that now in my career, I literally get to express myself creatively all the day, because that's like, I'm just an ideas person. And I asked for this role, like without not even knowing it was connected to Feng Shui or anything, but it was like, I work doing something that expresses my creative talents and that creativity every day. And that's, the ideas and putting things together is really that flow. So it is definitely a great idea to pop an affirmation about, I express myself creatively every day. I get opportunities to, I'm asked to express myself creatively and tap into my creative power really easily. I find opportunities to tap into my creative power easily. So taking notes of those, putting those, journaling that, and really allowing yourself to anchor that in as well can be really beneficial. If you've enjoyed this and you want to see how I have turned and expressed myself creatively in my own home with colors and artwork and setting up our home with best practices of Feng Shui, you can come and check out our free Feng Shui mini course that I created. And this is a great opportunity to have a walk around of an actual Feng Shui consultant's home and the best practices, the do's and the don'ts. And yeah, it's a good foundation in Feng Shui to get started. So I hope that you'd like to check that out. And in the meantime, we've had so many clients express and become more creative in their Feng Shui, and as a result of doing the Feng Shui, from dressing differently, from painting. You can hear some of those stories here, because if there's something they feel blocked, we can unlock it when we bring that energy of flow and nature into our homes.
We've progressed so much, and you don't realize how much you've progressed till you actually sit down and make a list. It's incredible. People are starting to kind of see the change in us as a family, our perception on things, and we're just happier. Like everything seems to just flow.
I am so grateful. Even once the remedies went in, the energy around the house changed, and there's so much more I just want to achieve, and I know I will.
You come home and you're like, this is good. Living in a Feng Shui house really like makes you feel happy.
When I walk into my house now, I feel really cozy. People come to the house and they just love it. It feels right.